Everybody's going to tune in to hope that Mike Tyson knocks him out.
Right.
They're not tuning in because they think Jake Paul's a great fighter and they want to see him compete.
Well, greatness is when you make your delusions your reality. Something that's just totally unbelievable to the human's imagination.
Mike Tyson's not losing to him.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Shooting for the Stars podcast with y'all's one and only host, Cameron Williams. And as y'all guys can know, we're 3 days away from the big fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul come this Friday at 7 p.m. I know y'all guys are ready for it. We've been waiting for this fight for feels like for almost 2 years now. And it's finally here. We are finally days away. And y'all guys can see I had to bring y'all guys this episode. I had to bring you guys this episode. I'm gonna be breaking down everything. I'm gonna be giving y'all my predictions. And I'm also gonna be giving y'all a little bit of this of how both guys can win and what I really see as we heard many things about this fight. I'm just gonna get in there. We've heard many things about this fight. You know, is it for the money? Is this for the money? Is it rigged and all this kind of stuff? Or is it for an exhibition? Is it for Mike Tyson's own self-aggrandizement and that sort of stuff in this? And I'm gonna get into all that kind of stuff in this video. Before I get into it, guys, y'all make sure to please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You guys, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers here on this podcast. I love bringing you guys content. We're on the road to this amazing journey, and I cannot get there without you guys' love and support. And if y'all guys keep sharing, so before we guys want to say that, and now with that being said, y'all guys know how we get. Let's get into the video. Let's go. So as we know, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul be set to fight. So first question I'm going to start off obviously with the obvious Mike Tyson, but Jake Paul. The big factor is going to be, how do you handle yourself when you are face to face with a killer? And Mike Tyson. Seriously, guys, because that's who you're going to be going up against. And I don't want to hear about the 58 years old. Obviously, Jake Paul, we all know he's 27 and that kind of stuff. But, y'all, I want to get into something real quick. Jake Paul, first of all, Mike Tyson record, as we all know, Mike Tyson record is 50-6 and with 44 knockouts. And Jake Paul record, as we stand today, heading into this fight, and he's 10-1 with 7 knockouts. And let's be honest, Jake Paul appetite has mainly feasted off, let's be honest, what? MMA fighters or guys that are non-boxers. That's why I say Mike Tyson is let's be honest. Mike Tyson, you guys, is a cage animal who at any moment can turn into a murderous rage. We know this. This comes to no surprise to us. And Jake Paul, let's go back to your last fight against Tommy Fury, a guy who called himself a pro-level boxer as well. Well, he was. Think about it. He gave him hell. Gave Jake Paul hell. I mean,
it's all a joke. I'm ending you February 26th, and you already know it.
In the dressing rooms.
Talked all that noise to the brother and all that kind of stuff. And let me tell you something, Jake Paul. I'm gonna be very frank with you. If Mike Tyson is just as good or better now at where he's at now at this point of his life, then Tommy Fury, he's gonna give him problems. Jake Paul's gonna have huge problems. Make no mistake about that. I mean, it went to 8 rounds. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, they were nice by making that fight a split. In my opinion, Fury won that fight. And let's be honest. And let's be honest. Jake Paul was hugging. He was clinching. He wasn't taking up space. It seemed like he was real hesitant in range. And I'm gonna tell you something. You going up against a guy who opponents who feared this man, who used to hang on, literally felt like they were hanging on to his life. Bring tell you one thing. Roy Jones Jr., who Mike Tyson just fought, I want to say in 2021, that exhibition fight. Yeah, 2 older guys, 2 older veterans. But even Roy Jones Jr. said he was hanging on to his life. He said Mike Tyson punches are still good, like they was when he was younger. And even though he doesn't have that, like the stamina or the quickness like he once used to, he still has power. We've heard the saying so many times with boxing and fighting. Power is the last thing to go. When you're older, as long as you're still maintaining your physical physique, and as long as you're still staying in shape, you'll still your punches are still always gonna carry a heavily thud. Make no mistake about that. But as far as for Holyfield, even Holyfield said it. Y'all got to think I'm lying. Asking, not Holyfield. I keep saying Holyfield. Holyfield's the guy who Mike Tyson. I'm going to be getting him too. Mike Tyson bit that dude ear off. Did we not forget about that? But Roy Jones Jr., this is the guy, you guys. Roy Jones Jr. even said, man, the referee was telling me, man, let go of that dude. Man, I ain't letting go of that dude. Man, listen to Roy.
The referee tell me, let him go. You think I'm finna let this crazy man go?
He was not letting it happen.
Listen, have you seen what his uppercut has done to people twice my size?
That's what I'm saying, you guys. This is a guy that is quick. We're talking about Mike Tyson. We're talking about the legend of Mike Tyson. And like I said, it's either going to be two things that's going to happen in this fight. It's either going to be Mike Tyson's going to show Jake Paul that a 58-year-old Tyson ain't no joke and it's not to be messed with, or Mike Tyson or Jake Paul's going to prove through that they know he is a respected fighter and that he should be respected. But at no means I don't see no knockout, not getting knocked out by Mike Tyson. That I do not see whatsoever at all. And another thing too, Jake Paul's been criticized a lot for as a fighter. He's a guy that we all know he kind of punches even on some of his biggest haymakers. He's a guy that we all know he hits. He closes his fist. He hits with his head with his head down. He just throwing punches like like he just throwing haymakers. Come on, y'all. That's not working on Mike Tyson. This is a veteran. Sometimes in boxing, you guys, it comes down to experience. It comes down to experience. Your feel for the ring. Mike Tyson's a guy who's seen it all. He's a guy who's seen every different style of fighter, from quick to power control guys. He's fought guys that are twice his size, taller, bigger, stronger, and just more dangerous men than what Jake Paul is. And those guys weigh heavy. Keep in mind, when Jake Paul's last fight with Shilman, we fought against Mike Perrone. I think I'm saying his name right. We fought against old Mike. Think about it, you guys. He came in at 200 pounds. Jake Paul, 200 pounds. Yes, he was light. He was physique. He was ripped. But still, Mike Tyson, talking about a guy that comes in 240. Mike Tyson, we all know he's known for what we say, the tall dwarf. He looks short, but he's tall. He's stocky. He's just not a guy you want to mess with. And 200 pounds. Jake Paul came in 200 pounds.
And Jake Paul is about 200 pounds. You got about 20-pound difference.
Are you kidding me? He's only 200? Oh, gee. This is worse than I thought.
That's what I'm saying, you guys. Like, you feel me? It's like, like I'm telling you. So he put on 20 more pounds for this fight. So he had Jake Paul. You ask him, he said he's still getting heavier. He feels at the best point right now than what he ever felt in his life. He's getting heavier. He's gonna get more. He's still growing. All that kind of stuff. Telling the stories.
And I'm only growing. I think I'll get up to 240 and then probably cut down. So I'm like way faster.
It's going to be about how Jake Paul holds himself. It's going to be about, has he really watched the film? Has he taken this more serious? Like I alluded to y'all earlier in the previous to just right now, how he punches with his head down. He drops his guard and just throws wild haymakers. This is the best fighter that you've ever fought in your life. Make no mistake about that. Even little kids are calling you out, Jake. Tommy Fury don't even count, for being honest. Literally, kids are telling you, literally, listen.
I don't know. I feel like that's kind of disrespectful of Jake, though. He said he want to be a real boxer, but he's challenging these retired fighters, or this is like the first real boxer he really fought.
Right.
Tommy Fury don't really count.
It's just something that's not respected. Like, why? I don't know why you don't. Like, why can't Jake Paul go out here and fight Canelo? Why can't he fight? Tyrone Banks. Why can't guys like that? Why can't he fight those guys? Fury. Tyson Fury. Why can't he fight guys like that? Why it seems like he's picking on these older guys, these guys that are way off their prime, unexperienced. But I'm telling you, so you're gonna learn something about this old man, though, Jake. Make no mistake about that. Come this Friday night. Make no mistake about that. I do believe that, and even your brother and y'all guys are down in age. The last thing, you guys, and I'm gonna get on the Jake Paul. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm gonna get on the Jake Paul real quick and how he can win and how I can see him winning realistically, truthfully, because he is going to get to older Mike Tyson. Make no mistake about that. But another thing too, when you go back to in 2021 in Miami in Hard Rock Stadium, think about it, you guys. Think about it. Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. When Logan Paul went against Floyd Mayweather, you literally heard Logan Paul even admit months after the fight saying he was holding my mouth. The dude, he just knew veteran tactics. Logan Paul was really surprised and he was subtle. And he was subtle by Floyd Mayweather's, subtle intricacies and veteran tricks and moves that he used on Logan Paul. He said it was stuff like you seen like back in the day when you're a kid. Like he really did that. He knew why. He knew what a ref was. I'm not just saying. Listen to Logan Paul, Jake Paul's brother.
Over and I was like by his hip and he kind of had me in a headlock. Opens his glove and puts his hand over my mouth.
That's what I mean by getting to know the ring. Like seriously, that's what I mean right there. And y'all don't think Mike Tyson's gonna come with his own swindles? You don't think Mike Tyson's gonna come with his own stuff? Y'all, let's be honest. You don't think Mike Tyson gonna have a trick or two up his sleeve? Rather if it's making Jake Paul play scared, making him change his game, or making mid-game changer tactics that are not even noticeable. You see, I got to see what I'm saying? Because those are stuff that you gain after years of fighting, the stuff that Jake Paul just does not have. But listen, Logan Paul's not done. Listen to Logan.
In my head, I'm like, holy fucking shit, this is like one of those old school boxing tricks that you like hear about. And I missed the breath. I got up. Whoa, that was crazy. And I'm sure he's got 1,000 of those up his sleeve.
It's just different. That's Floyd Mayweather, and that's Floyd Mayweather. We all know the king of defense, the greatest defensive boxer we've ever seen, and Mr. Not Get Hit. We all know that. And think about it. And Mike Tyson's fought longer than him. So you don't think he's gonna have, think about it. Mike Tyson, when he cuts to the inside, when he's bobbing and weaving. I mean, even those little clips. I know there's 3-second clips. It's not really, we can't go off much of it. But think about it, even those 3 seconds clip for a 58-year-old to be moving like that, bobbing, weaving, throwing right hooks, that right jab, that uppercut is still as deadly as ever. And like I said, I want to see Jake Paul really maneuver. I want to see him really get his hands up and really get in and get out, like the old technique, like we teach, get in and get out, like real quick. I want to see everything be quick, because you can't afford to be messing up and get crossed with 2 feet. You can't afford to be off balance. You can't afford for bad footwork, because Mike Tyson's gonna see all that. He's gonna take advantage, and it's just one hit. It's gonna be one hit, Jake, and you're gonna be sleep. Just one hit, and you just sleep. I'm telling you, all it's gonna be. I'm telling you, that's why I say it's gonna be. I hope Jake Paul is really watching the film and really correcting these flaws as we speak, because you only have 3 days, but really 2 if you're thinking about 2.5, and you have to correct these flaws. But I'm telling you, if you give Mike Tyson a guy who's elite at searching for openings, he's elite at finding openings, he's elite at getting in his opponent's head and making them clinch onto him for dear life. And when that happens, the curtains will close on Friday night. Make no mistake about it. The curtains will close for Jake Paul. But that's Mike Tyson's path to victory. Now let me get into Jake Paul's path to victory. And now how I believe now Jake Paul can win. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, okay? And I'm going to tell y'all right now, one thing about Jake Paul, I will say, here's how Tyson won't win, you guys. Keep in mind, after back-to-back Holyfield losses, Tyson started losing the second-tier random fighters, guys, in the 2000s. Remember that before he ended his career, he was on the tail end of his career. Pretty much the guys that are pretty much the same level as Jake Paul. And don't forget, this floundering Mike Tyson, you guys, was still in his 30s. If Tyson in his 30s was still getting beat by the Jake Pauls of the early 2000s, you guys, why would y'all have so much faith in the Mike Tyson who is now 58 years old? We got to think about that too. We do got to take that into consideration. I'm talking about Mike Tyson. I'm giving him his flowers, and I'm sitting over here preaching to y'all how I believe he's got all the ways he can knock out Jake Paul, which I do want him to do. But he is 58 years old, and he was struggling with kind of guys on Jake Paul's level when he was in his 30s. So we do got to keep that in mind now. We do, okay? And he was out the game for decades. I don't care how skilled Mike Tyson is for his age, okay? I'm going to tell y'all right now, 58 is old, and it's old as all get out, especially to be fighting, to be taking hits. And it's not about him taking hits. It's about how many hits he's going to take, if any, and how quick he can close this fight, because closing this fight is going to be real quick. It's going to be real important for Mike Tyson to do, okay? And one thing about it, and the only chance I see Jake Paul in beating Mike Tyson, like I will say, is if he can take him out is if he can get Mike Tyson to go past the second round. If he gets Mike Tyson to go past the second round, you guys, mark my words, you guys, it's over. Hear me again, you guys. It's over. If he gets Mike Tyson past the 2 rounds, you guys, it's over. Because Mike Tyson just doesn't have the stamina. He just doesn't. He just doesn't have the stamina. And not only that, he doesn't have the stamina to keep going. And when you're 50 and when you're 58, 60, you're mounting up on 60 years old, you guys, it gets kind of tough to really keep having to go move around, 30-second breaks, and having to keep moving around, bobbing. Like Mike Tyson is gonna want to kill him, is gonna want to do his damage in the first 60 seconds. I mean, that'd be the smartest plan. He's not trying to sit over there and be in the ring all day with that kid. Y'all crazy? I mean, like I said, and my best prediction is a split decision going Jake Paul's way, or there's some kind of technicality for a no contest, allowing both fighters to save face, of course, which would be good for both their legacies. But there's no way that and if it goes past 2 rounds, that Tyson wins this fight, especially by no KO. I just don't see it happening. So I do expect for Jake Paul to kind of wonder him out, kind of expect, like I said, his best bet of doing that is just avoiding Mike Tyson, avoiding him. Don't get close to him, just avoid him. Again, use the technique, get in, get out. No, hunt, just do hunting. You're looking for openings, hunt. Hunt. We say it all the time to young new fighters coming up. You just want to hunt. You just want to hunt, and you want to get out the way. Because I'm telling you, if Mike Tyson lands one of them uppercuts or one of them jabs, I'm telling you, all you're going to hear the whole stadium at AT&T Stadium up there in Dallas. You're going to hear rumble. All you're going to hear is and it's going to be one hit, and Jake is sleep. And I mean sleep. He going to reach you. We're going to be sleep. I'm telling you, that is even at 58 years old. I mean, you heard Mike Tyson's trainer. Y'all guys know I'm not just. If this was any other fight, y'all know I would not be on the pedestal on this part. But y'all, this is Mike Tyson. This is the legend of Mike Tyson. This has got 44 knockouts, you guys. His record is 50-6 and 44, and he has 44 knockouts. That's way more than half. This ain't just some your typical average blow fighter. And I'm gonna tell y'all guys something too about fighters. Why I got so much respect for fighters, not just boxers, even MMA fighters. You guys, last time I rep this video, these guys are the most different people, are the most different type of human beings in our world today. Why? Because think about it, you guys. They're the most different human beings in our world today because you have to be different. Think about it, their hands are registered as weapons. And the great ones and the best of the best, the ones that are hard to the core, that's all they had. It wasn't no like this is a different kind of physical sport. This is a different kind of they had to get. They came from nothing. Had some of the hardest upbringings. Have some of the coolest stories to tell once they make it. Some of the best, really, you guys, some of the best fighters. We ain't talking about no football or basketball or baseball. You know, fighting is a real man sport. Literally, it's a real man sport. You and somebody else. 2 minutes. Let's go. Make the best man win 12 rounds if you can make it. That's why I got so much respect for this sport and so much respect for the guys, even the younger fighters that are coming up that do this, because it's a pleasure to watch as a fan. But even it teaches something bigger too. It teaches something bigger than just the oohs and just the knockouts and all that kind of stuff. It teaches something better to the young generation. Guns down, gloves up. I love this. I have so much respect for this sport and for will always ever will. But with that being concluded, my prediction is I have Mike Tyson winning this fight. I don't see it no any other way, 58 years old or not. But again, if he's going to do it, I'll look for him to do it in the first 60 seconds. I look for him to come out baffling and to come out firing with all cylinders, but also still using veteran tactics to still not go too crazy, but also just catch Jake Paul slipping and catch him in his mistakes, because he's going to make mistakes. It's just going to come down to, can you capitalize on the mistakes and really get him with one of them hard blows to once again I say, because I'm telling you, Jake Paul, and again for Jake Paul, if you're gonna win this, again, maneuvering, bobbing, weaving, get in, get out, get in, get out. That's what everything's gonna be about. Just if you're Jake Paul, instead of Jake Paul, you have to go in the mindset of being the hunter, not hunted. Because everybody Mike Tyson steps in the ring with, he's pretty much usually the hunter. And even for you, it's going to feel like you're the hunted. But Jake Paul, in your mind, you have to be the hunter. You have to hunt for openings, real quick seams in his body. Get inside that old 58-year-old body. Really make him absorb them contact. You got, again, Jake Paul added 20 more pounds onto this fight. So, he's going to be packing a more heavier thud. So make sure to really get in, out, move your feet. Make sure your footwork's good. Just, line them up. Everything needs to be line them up. You just want to line them up. That's all you're just trying to do. You're not trying to do nothing crazy, because you do something crazy, that's going to be it. And I mean it. And I'll be there to watch it. And I know y'all will be too. Y'all guys know how crazy Mike Tyson is. I mean, y'all know how crazy Mike Tyson is. He said fighting for him, beating somebody's skull in is like a drug. Like a drug. Listen to Mike.
What is that feeling like when you f***ing take your fist and you f***ing pound someone till the point that they pass out?
It's like drugs.
Right.
It's like drugs. It gives you everything you want.
Yes.
But it takes back so much more in return.
One eternity later.
Just listening to that, man, you guys just scare me. I mean, just I mean, seriously, that's one dude I would not want to pick no fight with. I'm gonna tell y'all guys that right now. I mean, just listening to that dude with that face tattoo too. I mean, he just looks like one of them guys, like a real life Michael Myers. I mean, seriously, that guy, like really, when he talks, it kind of fulfills my heart. I'm glad I'm not Jake Paul having to step in that ring, but I'm glad I will be like with y'all on Friday night on Netflix. So grab your popcorn, grab your water, grab your wine, grab your drink, grab whatever y'all need, okay? Because Friday will be a thriller, and y'all cannot miss this fight, and it's going to be on Netflix. I know I'm getting old. I remember it used to be on cable. Fight used to be on everything. Just like everything else used to be on cable TV. Now we're streaming from Paramount Plus, Amazon Video, and Netflix. I mean, are y'all used to this, or am I just old? I probably sound old to y'all, but, I'll take it, yeah. But y'all guys let me know what y'all want to hear next. Thank y'all for listening to me. Y'all guys let me know in the comment section down below who y'all think will win this fight. And not only that, or do y'all even think it's about the fight? Y'all guys let me know who will win. Y'all think it's not even about the win or lose. It's about money, Well, y'all guys just let me know. Again, I have Mike Tyson. And y'all guys let me know what y'all want to hear next in the comment section down below. Make sure y'all guys please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all are a true member of Shooting for the Stars podcast and y'all want to be along for the journey and the ride and all the amazing things that we're getting ready to take off and getting ready to do and take this podcast to, further heights and stuff that we thought can never be possible. If y'all want to be a part of that, just make sure to please hit that subscribe button, as it only takes 2 seconds. And y'all guys let me know what y'all want to hear next, as I will see y'all on the next episode on Shooting for the Stars podcast with y'all's one and only host, Cameron Williams.